Today I'm going to go over this Whiskey Painter's palette that I got for Christmas with my gift money, and I have filled it with different colors. I figured out how to use it, and it works fine. It works fine, so hang on and we will go get to this. Okay, so I got the Whiskey Painter palette, and I got it in Napoleon Red, and it is very sweet. I really like it. It's got a little thumb ring on the back, and you know, I don't use that, but it's there if you need it. And it's very well made, and I didn't have it put together when I first got it in my haul, but now that I've got it filled with paints and put together correctly, these little things, they snap out. And let me see if I can, yeah, first of all, I had my pens put in the wrong way. I had them put in vertically, and they should go horizontally to fit correctly. And then you know, otherwise, now they jiggle. You could leave them in there, but no, they're gonna fall out. So they come with these little bars to put in there to hold them. So I put my paints in, and I got some interesting colors in here to try for a palette. So I've got a little swatch card made up, and I'm gonna swatch them out for you. Here is, and then you push them all the way to where they have a little space in the front of them, and then you stick this thing in there. And they've got videos on the Whiskers Painters YouTube channel. Whiskey Painters. Oh my gosh, you guys. I do not talk very well. So anyway, and then you just push that down in there, and that is as secure as anything. I'm wiggling the camera, but it don't jiggle. You know, some paint palettes, no matter what, you can't get them to quit jiggling. And that is super on this. So I thought I would, you know, this doesn't feel like much of a brush, but one of my viewers says to give it a little bit of credit and give it a second look because it's a pretty good brush. Now this is labeled as a number 2. I do not know anything about it. I cannot read whether it's a sable or a synthetic. I cannot read it. I think it's a synthetic, but I cannot read that. Can't read it. It's silver on silver, so we're just gonna try it and use it. It fits nice and snug. We're gonna try and use it to do our little swatch with. It's not a very big swatch. I made this out of a postcard. Let me try to see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. I'm going to give it a good little bit of water. And these paints are dry. I filled these pans over the last couple days. I didn't have to top them off. You know, Daniel Smith, these are all Daniel Smith. And one thing I can say about Daniel Smith is there's not much shrinkage. You know, they when they dry, I guess it's because maybe they don't have the water content as some of the other watercolor paints, but I feel like, I don't know, but you know, I'm partial to Daniel Smith. They are my favorite paint. So the first one I got is Buff Titanium, and you know, it's not a very long brush. You kind of got to push it with, you know, it's not gonna be it's a travel brush. It's a travel brush. Okay, it's a little brush. Little smaller than what I'm used to painting with. Okay, this one, I thought I would put a paint in here that I typically don't use. There was a point when I was trying to collect all the Daniel Smith paints, and you know, now I'm just gonna buy what I love. This is Verona Gold Ochre. So I thought, well, I'm gonna just put that in here and see how that works. I'm gonna primarily maybe keep it for a landscape palette, a landscape travel palette. Okay, and the next one is Geothite. I didn't pre-wet these. This Geothite is like a nice brown. Sorry about that phone dinging. Okay, and then I put Indian Red in here. And I put Indian Red in here because I thought it might be nice for mixing. You know, for a landscape palette. I see where Jane Blundell, she makes a palette out of Indian Red. So, and I think that there's a version of Indian Red or English Red in the Ultimate Mixing set and the Daniel Smith 24 set. So I thought it might be interesting. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to go back and give that gold another coat once it dries. This next one is, I think, Naphtha Maroon, if I'm remembering correctly. This is a cooler red. Leans kind of towards purple. I like it. Okay. It's just kind of earthy. And in Dan Throne Blue, I got that. I thought that, you know, if I wash it down, it might make me a nice blue sky. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I like it. If not, I'll scrap it. Let's see how, you know, I think it could make a nice sky. Because down here, you know, it's nice, but yet I could get a good dark with it too. All right, next one is Green Apatite Genuine. I'm gonna put this brush in a drawer. It's too small for me. But I appreciate having it. I don't know if I'll keep it in here for a pinch. I love Green Apatite Genuine. It is my favorite green. Okay, and then I put in this next one, I thought in landscapes, maybe I could see where that would work as a shadow color. It's Zolzite. It's kind of like a Perylene green. It is a, oh, I took them over. Anyway, I think that might work for a landscape palette. I think it's just a really deep foresty green. So, okay, so I got my yellow, got my brown, got an earth red, got a cool red, and a blue, and 2 different greens. So I think that makes a rounded palette. Oh my goodness, that is a tiny brush. You'd have to go like this. Cause see, I couldn't get it past my hand unless I really choked up on the brush. I typically don't choke up that high because I can't see what I'm painting. So, all right. Well, let's do a little mixing and see what happens. We'll just do a little mixing on the back here. And I think I'll do mixing with another brush. So this is a Mimic Creative Mark. I just had it, so we'll just see. Okay, so we're gonna start out with yellow over here. And I'm gonna mix on the paper. Let's mix that with an indanthrone. And that indanthrone's gonna take over. So let's get some more yellow. That kind of makes a nice indigo. I like that. Fairly neutral. Let's do indanthrone with naphtha maroon. And you get a nice, there's a nice navy. Okay, let me get another card. This one's kind of dirty, but we're going to dirty it up even more. Let's go indanthrone with maroon, and let's go more maroon. Yeah, that makes a nice purple. See that naphtha maroon's more of a Bordeaux color. All right, let's do indanthrone. And let's see if we can get a green. We really don't need greens because we've got a couple greens here, but just for sakes. Kind of gives it an opaque. No, it wants to neutralize and kind of go gray. And that's fine. Let's take some of this buff titanium and see if we can't get like a steely blue. I like that. I like that blue though that we got from, it's sort of a stone blue or a blue gray. I like that. And let's do this with this indanthrone, this buff titanium. And it's going to kind of act like gouache. I like that too. All right, let's mix it with, let's mix indanthrone with Indian red. see what we get. I think I need a little bit more indanthrone. Let's see. It's a nice navy. Nice navy. Let's go a little bit more Indian red. That's kind of a nice dark. Yeah, that makes a nice dark. All right, let's see if we can't do this gold ochre. That gold ochre seems weak, but we're gonna work with it for a little bit. Mix that with Indian red. More gold ochre. It's weak. It's just like I want to dig with it, and I'm not getting the color payout that I want. That's kind of a brown color. All right, let's see. I think I got another piece of paper over here from where I cut out that. Okay, let's try this gold. Verona gold. See, it's just kind of weak. It's already got kind of a big dent in it, just from me mixing here. Let's do it with naphthalene maroon. And you're going to get that Indian red color. So, okay. I'll have to think about that. I think a brighter medium, Hansel yellow medium, would be a more useful color in this. But let's mix this geothite with indanthrone. See if we can get a good dark. Takes a lot. It'll go darker, but boy, it just takes a lot of pigment to go as dark as you need to go. It'll give you a nice gray. Let's see if we wash that out and we get some granulation. Did you guys see the swatch I did on the Christmas tree green on my community post? So it is, Christmas tree green is Cascade green. One of my viewers told me that it was and wanted me to swatch it, so I did on the community post. There is a difference, and the only difference though I think is the smell, because the Christmas tree green smells like fresh pine trees. So it does, it smells wonderful. Let me show you that swatch. Got it here. It is the same pigment. It is the same pigment. Let me move that out. So, and the smell's gone now. So, the only thing you get extra from getting the Christmas tree green is the smell while you're painting. So, because now it doesn't smell at all. So, good to know information? I think so. I think so. I don't know if they'll do it again or make another tube of it and sell it around Christmas time. I don't know what they're going to do. So it's hard to tell. I think that was a marketing thing. So definitely. So you can see on here where this is granulating nice, this geothite mixed with indanthrone blue. It's pretty. It's pretty. So I'm gonna try this palette a little bit, and I'll check back in with you and see how it works for me. I'm planning a couple little trips here in April, so I thought I'd take this with me and instead of my ultimate mixing set and force myself to use it. So the only thing is I think this gold ochre is not going to be good for me. But yeah, I like this mix. And if I got these greens, then why do I need to mix a yellow? I can just use that as a straight yellow. And that's a very nice earthy yellow. So I'm gonna try it. We'll see. So if you like this video and you found value in it, and oh, by the way, that is a snug, nice fit. I didn't have any trouble with it coming open. And I thought maybe it would, because if it's full, then it's going to expand a little bit, you know, and if it was a snug fit like this in the beginning, it wouldn't have had any leeway to expand at all. So those are pretty colors. Those are really pretty colors. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me, and like and subscribe this video and leave a comment whether you think I chose the right colors. Maybe you might have a better idea for that blue or that gold, but I have a whole tube of it, so I kind of wanted to use it up. So in today's video, I wanted to honor the viewers of my channel, because I had so much fun this week, you know, after all the response to my haul, and it's made me go out and order a couple other things, but I just had a blast responding to your messages and you know, talking with you online. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate hearing from you, and I just wanted to honor you, because you know, without this, you know, there's many times when I thought I might give up YouTube, you know, because it's hard work, and, you know, it costs money to do YouTube. So one of these days, maybe if you hit the like and subscribe button, I am just like 50 subscribers away from getting 1,000 subscribers. So when I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to invest it in art materials so you guys can, so I can, you know, give back to you and give you the content that we all love. We all love. I watch art supply hauls of other people to get new ideas. So thank you guys for all you do and all your watches. And, you know, I appreciate you. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.